Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope that y'all are all doing well. And sorry, I'm getting stuff situated over here on the side. For those of you who have not been to my channel, welcome. I'm Mike. On my channel, I like to do a lot of live streams like this one where I practice gesture drawing, sometimes from imagination, sometimes from preference. Today, I think I'm going to try to do imagination. Um, and along the way, I like to give, some tricks and things and tips to help you in your own journey in art. I like to give feedback and stuff like that too. I keep forgetting. I do have a Discord. I keep forgetting to put it in the description. I will try to remember to do that right after this. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. And as always, if y'all have questions, please feel free to ask. Um, so let's get down here. So, as I'm going, just as always, just ask questions. I try not to talk too much because I know a lot of people just like to watch the drawing, but y'all would prefer for me to talk, just ask questions or say anything in the chat, and I'll be sure to respond to you. Um, this is a semi like symmetrical gesture, which I wouldn't highly recommend it just because it does come off a bit static. But I figured it was a good one to do as a warm up. Yo, what's up, Lucas? How's it going, man? Hope you've had a great week. So that's, I mean, I'm gonna go through and actually do some of these, like midlines and stuff, because I'm trying to practice and grind out perspective a little bit more with the hope. Because I think that that's one thing I've neglected, to be honest with you, is my perspective. So, I think after that, my fundamentals should be in a pretty reasonable spot. Alright. That is one character in. And for this next batch of characters, I'm gonna actually go ahead and put in a perspective, just so that I have it. And I'm just loosely basing the characters, like positioning and stuff, off this perspective. So we'll just do a 1 point. So some of them are gonna follow, and some of them not so much. So let's do. This is just the first one I'm just gonna do as like a basic standing pose, just to get myself kind of accustomed to utilizing my perspective point here, because I don't typically draw in this fashion. That one's in. Let's do character up here. But first, I'll do a box. And then I will do a character, maybe like hanging off of the box. I'm not gonna do all that. Not today. I shall do so like the thing that you might be wondering with like this, because like none of these lines in particular are going towards my vanishing point, so the way that I'm using the perspective in this one is that I'm using it to guide the angle in which we are viewing this character. So for instance, you're seeing like the top of this character's head and things of that nature, which you wouldn't see if I had drawn up here, for instance, right? You would be seeing like the feet of the character. So of how I want this pose to look. So that's one thing that I did do in perspective, right? Is this arm, since it's going pretty straightforward, like, or straight back, I should say. So that's something that I use the perspective for. I'm trying to think of what I want to do with the legs. Let's pull this leg towards us this way a bit more. That one's kind of going away from us. I think this leg probably a bit smaller. Based on the perspective. And one other thing that I can do is just scale the upper body down just a bit. That feels about right. All right, I'll do one more in this perspective grid on the carpet, bud. Good boy. And we'll do one that's like a little bit more above. So this time I am going to do a box. I'm going to put the character within the box. I'm not great at these angles, so I'm just going to draw a more static character like this for this particular one. Just to get the practice in. I'm also going to do a quick grid for myself here. So the importance of me doing this grid is that it's going to help me place the features. Oh, it's a bit out of focus. Oh, I see. Oh. Thank you. I wonder why it's like that. Give me 1 second. Let me try to fix this. Give me just 1 second. What is it? There it goes. Sorry about that. I had the wrong thing going. Thank you for telling me that. It should be fixed now. So anyways, what I was gonna say is the reason why doing this is important and separating out the box is because I know that my legs are gonna fit in here and my head and upper body is gonna fit up here. So just gonna make the head a bit smaller. So like before, I mean, I've done like angles like this before, right? Except for when I was doing those angles, I wasn't using like a perspective box, right? So give me 1 second. So like it was probably right, but not completely right. So let me zoom in a little bit more, I guess. Or you know what? Yeah, I'll just zoom in a bit more. It's a little fuzzy. Let's go to here. Is that better? Hey, what's up, chum boy? Okay, cool. Sorry about that. But yeah, what I was saying before is like, I've done stuff like this, like angles like this, and I can do an angle like this without like a perspective box, just so you can kind of see what I mean. But just because I can do it without a perspective box doesn't mean that I should. Because perspective, again, I think that's probably my weakest point right now. So I'm actually grinding it. Like today I probably spent an hour or so just trying to work on my understanding of perspective and taking shapes and twisting them around in different angles and stuff like that. But like for instance, I would say that this is a more accurate. Well, this is a 1-point perspective view of a body that's up over a horizon line. Let me see here. I'm trying to think if this is. I don't think that this line's corrected, is it? So let's get rid of that. So this sharply turns that way. That would mean that we're going to see a little bit less of the underside of your feet. Probably this. Okay. So like, let me do like this. The same kind of pose, and take into account or not take into account like a perspective box like this. The one thing I'm noticing though is like the way that I drew this, it looks like this character is at the front of the box and not inside of the box. It's interesting. I'll have to think about that as I move forward. Probably. So like things that I would say are most definitely, well, in 1-point perspective, this is about where you're gonna get. I'll do a 2-point perspective version of the same thing in just a second. But so let's take this character and I'll just draw it freehand. Zoom out just a bit. Yo, what's up, Lot? So, I can tell you right now, I don't think that this is proportioned correctly. And I can tell you that and say it with basic certainty because if I take this character and put it in a bit of a box, right? First of all, it's crooked. The thing that I'm noticing is that from here to here is nearly the same as that, and I typically exaggerate how long the legs are as well, so that doesn't really make sense with the perspective going upwards. Now again, this is 1 point perspective, so there's not too much in terms of like there's no skewing in 1 point perspective up and down. The skewing comes that way, right? And it's barely any. So I'll do the same kind of thing in 2 point perspective in a second, and we'll be able to see a bit of a difference. Sorry, I wanted to change those legs, not to like even correct the proportions that I was talking about, but more so because they were like weirdly going outwards. I'm not gonna worry about that anymore, but that's what my point was, right? Is that like it was still off, considering all the practice and poses and stuff that I do, which is why I'm trying to go back through and study this a bit more. So let's do a bit of a 2 point perspective. Let's see what we can do here. And let's take even, I'm going to try to take a pose that I'll just draw from basically like a non-perspective. And we'll see what we can do in 2 point. Let's take one that I'm really familiar with. Alright, so let's put this into a 2-point perspective over here. And let's start from it being here, so slightly above view. And I'm gonna mirror her, so I'm gonna take her and flip her like this way. Alright, so I've already made a mistake with my perspective, and that is the ribs. That's what I just corrected. So again, like, that's why this is so important to like practice consistently, because it doesn't really do me any good to learn these poses like I have been without being able to take them and spin them around in perspective, because that's like the key of me being able to start taking all these poses, put them into my memory, and then use them for other things, like take half of one pose and bring it to another and things of that nature. One thing is just the head is really big, so I'll scale the body up. It's this going down. For this perspective, the thing that you're going to see it impact the most actually is the feet. And you'll see why in a second. Alright, so if I'm mirroring this is the leg that's gonna forward a bit. I'm going to do something a little new with proportions and perspective in just a second. So it's the feet get a lot of this perspective, the knees, so that's that line that I was creating there, the hips, and then anything that like you have like the opposite, like so our bodies are symmetrical for the most part, so all of those like shoulders, joints, wrists, hands, feet, all that stuff is going to end up going in perspective to wherever, right? Wherever your vanishing point is. I think that I could probably take this leg and push it forward a bit. And in this angle, none of our lines are going to be going like this, right? None of our curves, I should say, are going to be going this way. I mean, this one could a little bit because it's on its own like axis in some ways, but like, for instance, like you're not going to have the leg coming towards us like this for the most part, right? It's all coming down because of the angle of the perspective of our horizon line, so everything is looking down on this character. So that's important to think about on your perspective as well. Alright, so that's enough of that, I think, for this stream. How many poses have I done? Quite a bit already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So we'll do a few more without like a perspective. I wanna be able to practice that like a little bit more by myself, and then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable trying to teach. But so let me think here. Yeah, let's do this pose. So like the horizon line for this is like way up here. And the reason why I know that is because of the angle in which the head is at. I mean, he is bent over a bit, but like everything in the body for this particular pose is we're looking down on it. So that tells me that the horizon line is a bit above the character's head. Max, go get your ball, buddy. Oh, you did get it. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna throw my dog his ball real quick. He wants to play. 1 second. Here you go. Dog does not like me to be in here. Yo, it's so funny. It's like clockwork. He just is consistently like in here and wanting my attention when I come to draw, but that's okay. He's a pup. He just wants his attention. Did you bring your ball back? Good boy. Can't throw it if you take it away. Alright, just another pose. What's up, buddy? Is that your ball? Sorry, guys. 1 second. Go get it. Go get your ball. You want to come see everybody? Come here. Up. Up. Alright, bud. Hey. This dude's going nuts. Max, bud, go lay down. Go lay down. I'll take you out in a minute. You need to go outside, don't you? Give me 10 minutes. I'll be done in 10 minutes, bud. Go lay down. Go get your ball. Where's your ball? Go get it. Alright. I think that he needs to go outside, so I'll probably do just a few more quick gestures, and then I'll wrap up for today. Let's see here. Yeah, I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get 3 more in. I think here. Oh, yep. Let's see. What's it like owning a dog? I've always kind of had dogs like throughout my life. I think every dog is a bit different, but I don't know. It's like it's a mixed bag. Like I love animals, I really do, but sometimes it's it's a little bit difficult because you got things that you want to do, like vacationing and things like that are a bit more difficult when you have a dog. But I don't know. They're so. The reason why I always like to have a dog is because it's hard to be lonely when you have a pet. They really are like they're always just so happy to see you. Just want you to hang out with them all the time. They're very social animals for the most part. Some are different, of course. That's another one. What do I want to do next? Let's do... I'm really like struggling to think of a pose right now. Let's try doing I haven't done this pose in quite some time, but I'll try doing a running pose. Um, any advice? Don't be scared to leave them alone. I made that mistake. Like, I'm a very like caring human. So like I like thought like, okay, like I have to take care of this thing, like I need to make sure I'm constantly like doing something with it or bringing it with me or all this stuff, and that ends up creating a lot of like separation anxiety for dogs, because they are very, very, like I said, they're social animals, right? They like in the wild they like to run in packs, and typically they're always with their pack, so they have to be like almost trained out of that thought process, which is like hard for them. But like, you know, you're not going to want to have your dog with you at all times, right? You can't actually. So don't be scared to do that, to like leave them be. Crates are great. I mean, if you're gonna get a puppy, like crates are phenomenal for training, and like there's a lot of like misconceptions about crating animals like dogs. Like they don't dislike it unless you use it as a form of punishment, right? It could be a very secure, safe space for them if you do it correctly. So yeah, I don't like this head. The jaw line's too prominent. There we go. That's actually not bad. I'm pretty happy with that running pose. Trying to think of anything else. This probably could be just slightly shorter since it's receding in space. Do you have any questions about it? Like anything in particular that you're thinking about? Oh, always have like, make sure you buy them a lot of like toys and stuff. Like they typically will chew up things out of boredom because it's in their nature to chew. So like making sure that they have like whatever you're most comfortable with. Like Max has like a bone that he's had for forever. So just making sure that they have something to consistently chew on is so important for dogs. And yeah, get them on a schedule too. Like with the crate training, it's like really important. Like even if you're home, but you think you're gonna be getting like a job or something soon or something like that, like I would highly recommend like, from 9 until 4, whenever, I don't know, 9 to 5 or whatever, you crate them, even if you're at home or whatever, for the first like few months, just so that they get used to the fact that, okay, I have to hold my liquids from now until this time, so maybe I'll go to sleep or something. You can give them toys and things in their crate as well, but like keeping them on a schedule is super important for like not having a bunch of accidents. That's kind of it, really. Dogs they are higher maintenance than like a cat is, for instance, but they're not too bad. What I need, 2 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 more. Let me think here. Let's do. Alright, let me try to do this pose that I made up a while ago. I actually really liked it when I did it. And I've never been able to replicate it very well, like without looking back on it, so we'll see. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how the pose even went. Yeah, let's do it like that. Don't know if this is accurate, but That's one thing that I also don't do like a great job of is like you want to just you want to make the correct line the first time. And if you don't, you undo and keep going. Don't draw over a billion times. Or even really erase if you're using digital. Just sorry, give me a second. I think that I want this actually. Nice. And the reason for that is because you don't want like see how this is like all messy now. Don't really want that. Um, you want to make it as crispy clean as possible. Alright, so let's see. Here is uh, I'm like going for like this like sword pose. Is, s- you need to uh, I'm like, oops, probably too much. I appreciate that acid mouth. wanted. Because then, like, I don't know, I like the look of, like, his eyes just peeking right over his own shoulder. Hey, got a sub, Jakara Hassan. Nice, welcome. Don't know if you're on here right now, but welcome. It's crazy that that's like popping up again. Like, there was a time where it was popping up more, but that was mostly because of like a specific kind of video I made, versus like when it happens now, it feels better because it's not because I cater to like a crowd that's like really well established, which is Mark Burnet's crowd. Like, a lot of the times when I was getting that notification on streams and stuff, it was typically because of when I made like review videos for Mark Burnet. Alright, so you can go ahead and resolize this. One other thing that we could probably do is shorten this. How do I want to do this? We'll do it this way. Shorten that up a bit because it's too long. And we can just do this. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's just a sketch. How do I like that pose after? Zooming out a bit. Let's see. Probably could shrink the legs just a bit. See if that makes me feel better about it. Yep, it looks a little better. Cool. This overlaps the forearm, which is a bit big. I need to restudy some of the muscles of some of the anatomy stuff, which I'll do at a later date. This is going to come around the bicep, will pop here. This is going to be a mostly tricep shot. I need to know what's going on there. I'm not 100% sure. Alright. Well, since the pupper calmed down a little bit, I will do a quick, some quick hands. We got 10 done in an hour, so one every 6 minutes. It's not bad. So I'm gonna do hands from reference, and I'm gonna give myself 2 minutes for each. That way, we get out of here in 10 more minutes. I am going to flip the hands the opposite direction for some reason. Oh, no, Papa got mad at me for that one. He said, Dad, you said 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. Alright, I'll do this hand and then I gotta go. Alright, because he needs to go out. Alright, bud, give me 1 second. Alright, buddy, give me 1 second. Max, bud, give me 1 second. Alright, we'll wrap up there because Max is going nuts. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I appreciate you asking questions and doing things. And just being a great community. You make doing YouTube just easier, just in general. So I do really appreciate every single one of you. I'll probably... I know that I'll do a stream this weekend, I just don't know when. It'll probably have to be on Sunday. If not, I'll try to get in, like, squeeze in a stream on Thursday. But, yep. I hope that y'all take care of yourselves. Keep practicing, keep drawing. Don't get discouraged, just keep pushing forward. And I will see you in the next one. Peace, I love you all. Oh, also, this is the fruits of today. Hopefully, like, soon I start to... I'll probably not do perspective again in the next stream. I'll do more so just gesture drawings. And I'm going to try to get through, like, 15 or 20 and start filling up these pages. But, yep, I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace.